And this is pretty much as perfect as it gets. We're in a 550 Maranello, and I think I've talked about this car before as one of my favorite modern supercars. But this example is actually probably the best I've ever seen, and I say that with full confidence. This is a 2,800 mile car that feels like I went back to 2001. I mean, literally, the way the car shifts, it's firm, the gearbox is beautiful, it handles, it's so tight, and it still smells new. I mean, all of the buttons, the switches are exactly the way they were when the car was new. And you know, if I could financially today, I would definitely keep this car, because this is a perfect example of a great potential investment car, or a car you're not going to lose money on, that's still fast, it's comfortable, and it has majority of the creature comforts that you'd want in a new car today. So I look at the 550 Maranello as the perfect balance of old and new, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, you've got a car that is a front engine V12, like majority of the classic Ferraris of our time. You know, 275 GTB, it's probably one of my favorite Ferraris ever produced. And this car also embodies similar styling lines and cues. It's got these great, you know, sort of rear fenders and the way the front comes down. So it is a gentleman's car, similar to that period of Ferrari production cars. Now, really, when you start to look at the interior, it's all, you know, the dash wraps around you, the gearbox is beautiful, the clutch is very light, and you feel this incredible amount of torque, and it just pulls you into the back of your seat, which, listen, let's face it, you don't get this experience from many other cars that were ever produced by Ferrari, or even produced in general. So it's really a blast to drive. The brakes are great, AC is excellent. So I really love these cars because they make me feel like I'm still in a vintage car, but again, I could daily drive this car. This example was owned by a collector for many years. He sold it to a collector, and we actually took it on trade. What's remarkable is these cars sort of struggled to sell for a long time. I mean, you could buy a nice 550 Maranello between 120 and let's say 160,000. And we've even sold a few. Recently we sold one just under 150. That was a stunning 11,000 mile car. And recently, with Bring a Trailer, you've got a lot of online auctions and an RM Sotheby's sale. These cars have started to creep over 200,000. A low mileage car like this, how do you put a value on it? It's the last year of production before the 575M. And remember, the 575M, most were actually the F1 transmission. This is the last year of the manual transmission that came standard on these cars. So all the 550 Maranellos are manual transmission. And really, as a last year example, this car has all the right options. You know, it might be an opinion, but I think black is an incredible color on this car. It's one of my favorite personal colors for cars in general. Again, the condition of this car is stunning. You know, you look around and every aspect is essentially the way it was new. And it's always been serviced. It's got fresh tires. So it really is just that nice. And I personally love the options. It has no shields. It's got red calipers. So it looks the part. It looks great with a black interior, and it's got Daytona seats, which I love. I think it's a nice option on these cars, and they look really, really great. So this is personally, I think, one of the best all-around, you could call it exotic or supercars of this period. It's a perfect modern classic. It embodies everything. And the other really nice aspect about these cars is service costs. While parts can be expensive, it's not an engine out service like a F355 or a Testarossa or 512 TR. You can still manage to do the timing belts leaving the engine in the car. So timing belts could run you anywhere between $3,500 and $4,500 to do. Now, other parts of the car, I will say, are expensive and they're hard to find. Rear shocks, difficult to find. Window regulator, we had one go bad on us and was probably almost $2,000. So it's definitely not a cheap car to own, but compared to some of the other Ferraris, it's not that drastic. It's not like you have to remove the engine for its 5-year service or anything like that. So I am completely in love with this car. I do wish, and I might have talked about this before, I wish this car had a 2B exhaust. They have this incredible rumble at idle that is just, again, it brings me back to a 1960s, 70s Ferrari. But I would say this car is pretty much perfect and will be available soon. And I mean, just feel this 1 second. Tires spin. I mean, just all the torque in the world. Anyways, thank you guys again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for a ton more content about vintage supercars and vintage Lamborghinis.